everybody to week 3 of high school football weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci. He is sports editor Nicholas Huba. We are here, and what has been the biggest surprise so far going into the third week?
I think we're still here. We still have games. You know,
we're still playing.
We're still playing. I set the bar real low this year. No, everyone's done a great job keeping their distance at games. You know, we haven't had a ton of outbreaks at different schools, so that's led to the schedule pretty much staying the same. I think this area has only lost one game, and that was St. Augustine week 1 against I think it was against Vineland. So everyone's done their best to keep their distance, keep their masks on, do all the stuff that we all have to do right now.
Right, and you know, when you say keep your distance, and I think of the weather, I think of two opposing things, because it's going to be chilly. People like to huddle for warmth, but we also have some showers in the forecast too, so people may want to be a little spread apart. So we'll get into that a little bit, but let's talk about the games this week that we're going to be at. Where are we covering, and what are you looking out for?
Biggest game of the weekend, Hamilton and St. Augustine Prep. Hamilton has been probably the best over the last 18 months in this area, the best public school. Like, they've really done a great job. St. Augustine came off a real surprising loss to Millville. It's kind of a show-me game for St. Augustine Prep. Okay. All that, you know, this was the year they were going to beat the North Jersey 5 and all that kind of jazz kind of went out the window when there's no state playoffs, but I think this is a game they look to get back on track. Gotcha.
Are they a good running team?
Yeah, Conde Udo is going to be a Division I running. It might be at Rutgers, might be at somewhere West Virginia's offering him. So they're both Jada Abrams at Hamilton. That game could be played in like 2 hours in and out if it's raining, because the clock will just keep going. Those are the two.
That's why I asked, because you know we're looking at our forecast and we showed 10 games here that I'm covering for our forecast this week, and it's just looking wet. I don't think it's going to be soaking rain the whole time, kind of wet, but especially if you're, let's say, west of the Parkway. So you're talking about Hamilton. We talk about some of the games in Cumberland County. It looks to be wetter than along the shore. So thinking Wildwood game on the drier side, but still some showers. But the other thing too, temperatures not going to be the warmest either. Temperatures will actually be sliding through the 50s. And the further west you go, the cooler it gets. So I think Pat Mulranin's out. Where is he? He's out in Millville. So sorry, Pat, you got the coldest game of the week. And in some places in Cumberland County, I think we'll actually get into the 40s by the time the game is over. So sign of the times here.
It's here.
Weather is here. Weather is here. It is now. It is always going. Before we wrap up, any last thoughts here as we get into week number 3?
Week number 3? We're halfway done the regular season. I feel like we just started yesterday.
I know.
It's been going so fast. It's been so much fun, and you know, you talk to coaches and players, and they're just happy to be out there. You know, there's no state tournament, no state championships this year, but don't tell those guys out there. They're having a great time, and, you know, it's all because they've done what they need to do, and they should really be commended for all that.
Awesome. Well, Nick, thanks again for being in the studio. Hopefully next week we're going to do this on location. Him and Mike McGarry have been on location. I haven't been able to meet them. My fault. We'll get there next week. Yeah, he's pointing at me. It's my fault. Nick, tell everybody where we get the latest in high school sports.
PressiveAC.com.